Republican senators buried a new legal protection for themselves in the bill that's supposed to end the government shutdown. That provision lets any senator sue the federal government for $500,000 per violation if their phone or digital data is pulled without notice. Provision will be retroactive to 2022, and that's going to be important in a minute. Something called the Arctic Frost Probe under the Biden DOJ. That was the investigation to look into allegations that Trump and his allies were trying to overturn the 2020 election. As part of that investigation, they pulled the phone records of 9 Republican senators and 1 Republican House member to essentially reconstruct a timeline of the communications around January 6th. There were a lot of questions about what Trump was doing during the 6 or 7 hours when his supporters were staging an insurrection on the Capitol. This was not a request for content text messages. Contrary to what Republicans like Josh Hawley are saying, there was no phone tapping. The FBI says those records were obtained lawfully. Phone companies were told they could not notify the lawmakers whose records were pulled for at least a year. Now, these same senators have written a law giving themselves the right to sue over this with payouts funded by taxpayer dollars. The thing that has pissed people off is that the Senate has made this provision retroactive. If the bill is signed as is, those senators can sue for up to $500,000 for each violation. Was one House Republican whose records were requested by the DOJ. And in the language that the Senate put in there, it only applies to senators. And the guy in the House who had his records pulled was like, what about me? Begs the question, like, what is the intent behind this language? Is it just for a quick payday? Senate did not tell the House that this was in there. Kind of seems like something you would mention. There are a lot of House Republicans who are angry about this. Their question is, if they go back to change this, then the bill has to go back to the Senate and then it has to come back to the House, which will then delay the government reopening. Their suggestion is to let it pass as is and then go back and try to fix it later.